Today I am in the city of Keller to show you what type of home you can get for your money. And actually it was one of you viewers that requested this week's video, and you were wanting to see homes in the $700,000 to $800,000 price point. And so that is what I am showing you today. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. So about a year ago, I did a whole vlog style tour of the city of Keller, showed you what types of homes you can get for your money, and told you a little bit about the city and what to expect from the city itself and from its schools. So this video is not going to be that. It is going to be simply homes in the $700,000 to $800,000 price point. And I think I've got a good variety of homes to show you today, which I'm really excited about for you. In this price point, you're going to see homes that are all over 3,500 square feet. So definitely some bigger homes to show you today. One of the homes has a pool. They were all built in different years. So you're going to see different interiors on each of these houses. The first neighborhood that I'm showing you today is, it's kind of loud. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's not so loud you can hear everything in the background. But the trash just got picked up, and you can see there are gentlemen from the city who are working on, I believe it maybe they're gas lines, but they've got a couple of the front of the yards here dug up, and so they're working on that actually across the street from the house that is currently for sale right now. So I'm going to do a little bit of talking before I walk up to the house and show you, because he's got his vehicle on over there in front of the house. But you know what? That just happens when you go out filming. You never know what you're gonna get. So this home is actually listed for $700,000. It is 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms with a 2-car garage. It is 3,690 square feet, listed right at $700,000. This home was built in 1994, and you can tell by all of these homes that they're all gonna be built in the 90s. This is not the home for sale, but all these homes have that brick exterior, and if you've seen any of my videos before, we won't see that brick and stone exterior until the 2000s, the early 2000s. So really anything before 2000s, we're just going to have that brick exterior, and they're all going to be different colors. You've got like a pinkier color brick, or the redder brick, or something a little bit lighter. We're not going to see that white brick because that wasn't really popular then. So I am in the Lakes of Highland Oaks subdivision, and it does have a semi-annual mandatory HOA of $225 semi-annually. And honestly, for these price points of a home, and I think that's actually a really good HOA cost. I don't think that's too high at all. I've seen HOAs be a lot less, like $225, but those prices of homes are about $350,000. So I think it's a really good price home for this HOA. I don't know all the amenities that you're going to get with it. I haven't done that research, but overall, I think it's a good price and very typical for the DFW Metroplex. I hope you can hear me through some of the construction going on behind me here, but that right there is the house for sale. It definitely has kind of like an orangier brick to it. And all of these homes, or at least along this street, are going to have a back alley entrance. So the garage is going to be behind the house. As you can see from the inside, they've got a nice neutral paint throughout the entire home. For it being built in 1994, it's got a lot of updates to it. And in the description, it does say that there are custom closets. There are 5 custom closets, and the primary bedroom closet, woo, that thing was pretty nice. Pretty nice. So for this price point, you are going to get a home that is renovated. It may not be to your style, but it definitely has been renovated. But we're also not going to get much of a backyard. So this home is actually on a corner lot, and so you're going to have a little bit on the side, a little bit of space on the side, but you're not going to have a lot of space in the backyard because it does butt right up to the neighbor behind you. They have extended the concrete on this house, and they do have a hot tub there, but overall it's not a very big lot at all. So the price that you're paying not only is for the city of Keller, and then you're also going to be paying for the renovations that are inside of the home. That wraps it up for house number 1. Let's drive around the neighborhood so you can see what I see, and then we'll get moving to house number 2. Let's go. So the next door neighbor of this house have a barking dog that is out, and I'm unable to film in front of the house. I will tell you a little bit about the house, and I will just show you a quick video that I took just so that you don't have to hear the dog in the background like I do. All right, so this home is listed for $760,000, and it is the smallest home that we're gonna see, but not by much. It is 3,623 square feet. It is 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms with a 3-car garage, and it was built in 2006, but the price point on this house is because it does have a pool in the backyard. So there definitely are, in this price point, you're gonna find homes with and without pools. The HOA in this neighborhood is $242 annually, which is really on the low side, I feel. You can tell that the homes here are really well maintained. A lot of the homes actually have drive-through gates to get through to the 2nd-car garage or the 3-car garage. Some of them are detached, some of the garages are detached, some of them are not. So for this home, it does have an attached garage. So it just kind of depends. But I'd love to know what you think about having a garage that is attached or not attached. I've helped clients who had absolutely no problem buying a house with a detached garage, and then I've had clients who were like, heck no, I want my garage to be attached to my house. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I'd love to know. This home, for being built in 1997, does have some updates to it. It looks like they've painted the kitchen cabinets, but they've updated the countertops. They've updated the backsplash. They've done some neutral flooring throughout, neutral paint throughout. So it all looks very nice, very appealing, and very well taken care of. One thing I really like about the pool is that it is gated off from the rest of the backyard, and it does have a little bit of green space. So if you are wanting some green space, let's say for dogs or for kids, you definitely have that. And then the other half of the garage is dedicated to the pool itself. And it does have a fence around the lot and then a fence around the pool itself. I don't think I mentioned this before, but this is in the Meadows of Bear Creek subdivision. So I'm gonna drive around and show you what I see, and then we'll get moving on to house number 3. Let's go. House number 3 is going to be the most expensive house that I'm going to show you today. It is listed at $799,900. It is 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms with a 3-car garage. The subdivision I am in is called Creekwood at Hidden Lakes, and this home was built in 2006. And so this is going to be another good example of, like I said, kind of in the beginning of the video, that homes in the early 2000s are where you're going to see on the outside elevations, you're going to see the brick and the stone on the outside. So walking up to this house right now, super cute, does have the brick and stone elevation, kind of a little bit more of that reddish brick, but really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. And there actually is not a house next door. So they have, I don't think this is a lot that you can purchase. I think that there must be some utility easements for the subdivision running through here. Not exactly sure. But just by driving around, you can definitely tell that there's a much more updated and elevated neighborhood here. The HOA is $675 annually, and I do know that there is a community center and a pool here, just in looking at a couple of the pictures on the MLS. But really, this house is beautiful. It's got an updated kitchen, which it's kind of that white and bright and modern look that a lot of buyers are looking for. And you can tell that they have extended the patio a little bit and have a really nice, lush backyard. The lots here are a little bit bigger than what we saw in the first neighborhood, but you're gonna be paying for that because in Keller, there isn't a bunch of land for sale. Like, pretty much the city is built out. So the homes that you do get that do have a little bit of land, like a quarter of an acre, you are definitely going to pay for it in this city. But overall, this subdivision is absolutely very wonderful. The yards here, I haven't even seen one yard that I was like, really? You need to be working on your yard. I mean, they're all beautiful. There's lots of levels in this community, so you do have some homes that are sitting higher up on the street, and so you've got some retaining walls around some of the properties. Definitely with retaining walls, you want to make sure that you have an engineer look at them, because just like our homes sit on the soil and on the foundation, the retaining walls, they obviously aren't sitting on a foundation, but they are on the soil, so they are going to move. And retaining walls are not cheap to fix, to replace, to have to have taken care of. So I would definitely recommend having an engineer look at any of the retaining walls on a house that you potentially might buy, just to see how intact and how structurally sound it is. Little piece of advice for you. Well, here's something that I just walked up on. That right there is a golf course. I did pass it as I was driving through here, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if any of the homes in this neighborhood back up to it. Well, over there it does, and I'm not too far from the home that is listed for sale. Like I said at the beginning of my video, one of my viewers asked to see this specific video, and I have delivered. So if there are any cities in the Metroplex and any price points in the Metroplex that you would like me to tour for you and show you and preview, I am more than happy to do that. So definitely leave that in the comments below, and I will see you guys next week.